Right, first hour done. Just past a little village called Corbridge, which you might be able to hear. It's quite windy. First leg of the journey. It's going to be a full-blown headwind. Means we get a nice tailwind on the way back. As you can see, the sun's coming out. Some beautiful pictures of a nice sunrise. Some clouds up ahead, so I expect to be hit by a few showers on the ride, but hopefully should be few and far between. So yeah, just let's crack on with this nice headwind, with this nice ride. First hour of many. Into the second hour. Bloody windy now. Just come onto Military Road, and this is pretty much very one long straight road. Beautiful scenery, as you can see. To the right of us runs Hadrian's Wall, dating back all the way to the Roman Empire days. 7 o'clock now. Mental to think you've already done 2 hours and a bit, 60 kilometers in. It's only 1/6 of the route, so plenty more to come. Check it out. Right, update here, 4.5 hours in. Let's see, what's the distance? Done 116 kilometers so far. Been lucky, haven't been rained on, apart from a few spots. So as you can see, it's sunny, but if I look over to my left, it's where the area which I'll I'll cycle through when I get back through Lake District. You can see it's still cloudy. So hopefully that will blow over and we have a nice day for it. Otherwise, still apart from the tailwind that I get, might be a bit wet. Cracking on. Expect another 2.5 hours of this. We passed the 100-mile mark. On a cycle path now to our final stretch to Whitehaven. A bit sheltered here with the wind. Struggle of the last two hours. Yeah. Ready for some lunch and then make our way back. Nearly halfway there. Right. Left Whitehaven, dipped our wheel into the sea, made it to one end of the coast, and now we're going to make our way to the Lake District, one of the most beautiful places in the UK. That is, on a sunny day, the weather looks reasonable. So hopefully we're not getting showered on in the lake, and if not, should have some stunning views. What helps as well, Now we have the winds in our back, and we don't have to battle against the headwind anymore. There's going to be a breeze all the way back to Newcastle, so that's going to help with some speed. Have some tailwind. Let's go. Look at that! Beautiful Lake District. There we go. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Been a while since I checked in. We're now nearly 9 hours in. Probably completely forgot the time, forgot the legs, forgot the distance, all just because you're cycling through a fantastic Lake District and time just goes by without you even noticing. 232 kilometers in, nearly 9 hours, and now we're on our way to Penrith, taking a little side road and a cycle path to avoid the A69. And I was done Heart side, 9 kilometers, longest climb of the day. Wind's still nice. For me, legs are starting to feel empty. 3-4 more climbs, long ones though, but not too steep. It's going to be a slow burner, but we'll get home. 265, 110 kilometers to go. Let's do this, baby. up with a nice tailwind and that. Having had a few nice things on this ride, a few new experiences, new roads. Don't think I'll ever do this one again though.